Hello everybody and welcome to the next game. I'm Just Delicious and with me today, well with me now, is actually Vague Raconteur, so he's actually here. Woohoo! He was asleep and he woke up.
Oh my god, I'm very sorry. I've been ill over the past few months quite a lot, and it's made me passed out a lot. But already going into the bans, we have enemy intelligence straight away getting rid of Nyx Assassin, somebody who's a real well, I can't use that word. I'll say basket. Who can just completely take out one of your team members, and then it's 4v5, and then you lose, and then you rage, and it's the same kind of story with them dying. Who doesn't take out one of your members, but instead decides, I'm just going to slow them all. He puts down this evil tombstone, and everybody can no longer walk because they have zombies biting at your ankles, and I'm pretty sure that's not convenient for any hero whatsoever.
No, it really isn't. Plus, he's such a tank. He really does affect team fights pretty heavily. Being able to just spam decay over and over again, and the heal that he has is absolutely insane. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage really. You'd rather use it for healing. Of course, you can use it for either, which makes it very versatile. But that's him. He's just a ridiculously versatile hero. Keeper banned out by Ian Tell, and Replica again going for the first pick Magnus, something that we don't see very often now. Now that Sven's fallen out, and now that the games just go so much longer.
Well, a few teams really favour him, don't they? I mean, you just get some people that are absolutely locked in the idea that they need this guy, and you see it quite often. It can often be actually at the cost of the team, but when done properly, and really when done properly, it can go so nicely for them. And if they do have a good Magnus player who can really hold their own in mid or in the off lane, then they guarantee themselves something decent with it. But enemy intelligence, lovely heroes. Windrunner, we know how good Raven is. We also know how good Moon is with that Windrunner. So it could be between the two of them. Of course, Raven was doing some insane power shots and shackle shots last game, as I was watching. Don't worry, I was actually there. But we're so used to seeing Moon play Windrunner and completely dominating an Ancient Apparition skill shot ultimate of all the ultimates. Yep. You just put it in, it takes its good time, but if it hits, everyone just shatters, literally shatters, because that's exactly what the move is. And it's an incredible experience for enemy intelligence, and Replica will want to cry lots. And I think, no, I was wrong for a second. You can't regen health. I was confusing it with Doom's ult with an Aghanim Receptor, where it doesn't heal you and it minuses that health, but no, it's just Ancient Apparition. You can't heal. Everybody hits it in base. Everybody gets really annoyed because they think, I just respawned and now I've got to wait, or I just got here and now I've got to wait, or they die.
Yeah, Ancient Apparition is a hero I absolutely adore, and he's going to be up against Queen of Pain almost certainly in mid, unless they decide to put him on the side lanes, which would maybe be a little bit weird. But if they can get a good few stuns on that side lane, his cold feet is just absolutely insane. The stun is so long; it does damage over time. I mean, a 1.25 second stun at level 1 with 35 damage a second. That's just so much damage, and if you can guarantee a stun on them, then it just makes sure that you win the lane, like almost certainly. And I will be expecting Raven to be on the Windrunner. Over on Replica's side, they immediately pick the Shadow Demon and the Queen of Pain. So Queen of Pain, probably the strongest mid in the game right now. She's always a really good mid, but in this current meta, she just dominates everybody.
Yeah, currently she's even been taking over Batrider, someone who was always played as a very strong support, and then came out of this version saying, hey, I'm just completely going to dominate this lane and there's nothing you can do to stop me. But Queen of Pain taking it up very, very nicely, although a Night Stalker now. Night Stalker, one of these... JD, what have I got you giggling for?
Just the Night Stalker pick. Night Stalker will probably be mid against Queen of Pain unless they decide to run him as the hard carry.
Yeah.
And he's so good against Queen of Pain at first night, so unbelievably good. He is going to be looking to just counter her all game, and enemy intelligence just wasting no time picking up the counters.
Well, Night Stalker is so... I know it's not the best word, but you'll have to forgive me. He's awesome. He completely takes over. He makes it night forever. The entire enemy team just can't deal with it because he comes in and he can take down 3v1 your team. He comes up and he says 1v1 me in real life, try it. And people just can't fight him. He's got that incredible nuke which does 300 damage and it slows them by 50 freaking %. It's insane. And then Crippling Fear, during the day it sucks, 3 second silence is not amazing, but an 8 second silence during the night at its full level, and it gives them a chance to miss, which is huge during the night, 40%. Night Stalker is easily the best hero of the night. Not
Yeah.
unsurprisingly, considering his name.
And he's just so good against Queen of Pain. I mean, if you can get an 8-second silence on Queen of Pain, she's dead. She's probably one of the weakest heroes in the game when you disable her blink, and she's got absolutely nothing apart from that. She has no right-click damage whatsoever, and Night Stalker's going to absolutely rip her apart. But Night Stalker has to have a good early game to do that. If he goes mid against Queen of Pain is going to dominate him until the first night comes. Absolutely dominate him.
Absolutely, and Night Stalker needs that farm early game. He needs to at least have got something from it. It's a good idea for him to at least have some basic boots. He needs a quelling blade, and he really needs to be able to actually get any last hits at all. And he just needs something like an urn or a bottle to be able to really get himself a little bit of regen. But if we look at the bans now, we see Replica, their first ban of their last two bans, Leshrac and Darkseer. They're getting rid of great offlane heroes, and they're getting rid of great supports, which is pretty interesting. I mean, Darkseer is not the worst thing considering the way that they're playing now. Windrunner can either go as a carry. There is a potential for Windrunner mid since Dendy came along and just said, hey, this is viable. But we're much more expecting to see Windrunner on the offlane. And
sorry, carry on.
Are we not? Are we not? No? That was a very interesting statement.
Well, I've seen Windrunner played in literally every role in a team in pro games so far. I mean, she's even been picked up by some pro teams now as a tri-lane support hero.
Wow. I mean, I'm used to tri-lane carry for her, but not that. So yeah, she's the most versatile hero without a doubt. I'm going to hope that I know enemy intelligence enough. I've watched so many of their games. I love the team. I'm going to say they're going to try and put Windrunner in the offlane. If they're not, then we're going to see some crazy pick, which is going to clarify that. But they are banning out Gyrocopter, Lifestealer, hard carries, very strong carries in this version. And Replica's last version is to ban out a Luna as well. It seems strange. Replica banning out a potential mid support, a potential mid offlane, or a potential hard carry. It's very, very very widespread. Normally you see heroes just banning out one particular lane, but if they have these particular heroes in mind, maybe there's a reason. And with the Gyrocopter banned out, they decided to go for Phantom Lancer, and you have to say that's an amazing pick. He's one of the strongest heroes at the moment, hard carries at the moment in this version. Still, he hasn't really been nerfed at all. He's so strong, and without Gyrocopter, it's difficult to counter him.
Yeah, it is pretty difficult to counter a Phantom Lancer. I mean, Ancient Apparition does a very, very good job though. So they pick Phantom Lancer, but Ancient Apparition can still just if Phantom Lancer tries to get away or tries to push a lane on not a lot of HP, then just expect that Ancient Apparition ulti to come over the top, immediately shatter all of his illusions, and the rest of the team will dive him. I mean, especially with Crippling Fear, 8-second silence, they know who the real one is, and they're just going to dive him. And I think enemy intelligence have too strong an early game for Replica to be picking up Phantom Lancer. I think that may have been a little bit of a mistake. I would much have rather seen them actually just pick up someone like a Sven for the big stun, and even if he does get silenced, he can pop his ult and he can try and turn it around, but Phantom Lancer just cannot do that. If Phantom Lancer gets silenced, he's dead.
Well, let's look at potential try tactics here, or try off tactics, or enemy intelligence's tri-lane versus Replica's tri-lane here. At the moment, we're possibly looking at Windrunner as a hard carry, but we're almost definitely looking at Ancient Apparition or Night Stalker as a hard carry, with depending on that, Ancient Apparition either in mid or actually supporting with the Rubik. Now, if this does happen, you're going to have to say Phantom Lancer's in trouble if he comes up in lane against an Ancient Apparition and the Lena gets picked up as well. So Shadow Demon, Phantom Lancer, and Lena versus... Oh no, we've got our guaranteed hard carry, Alchemist. Wow, incredible pick. Going straight for the late game.
So a last pick, Alchemist. That's just absolutely insane. Enemy intelligence really just throwing out the weird picks. But Lena is going to give... going to give Replica's tri-lane a lot of power. Shadow Demon, Lena, and Phantom Lancer is a ridiculously strong tri-lane. I mean, only Keeper could really make that better. I'll be running through the Radiant now, and then I'll flick it over to Vague, who will be handling the Dire. So we see G-Shock will be taking up the Queen of Pain. Looks like going mid, as you would expect. Fever on the Shadow Demon. We can see Mac will be taking up the Phantom Lancer over on top lane. We see Hades will be on the Magnus, and Wei will be on that Lena.
Absolutely, and my Dota's frozen. So that's fantastic. So JD is just going to go through the dire while I wonder who's cursed me.
Yep, okay, I'll do that. I can do that for you. Okay, Raven will be taking up Windrunner down on the off lane, complete on her own. Inferno Nightstalker will be going mid against Queen of Pain. VSP on the Rubik. Hera will be taking up the Ancient Apparition. And last but not least, Moon will be on the Alchemist. And I think Vague's just disconnected, so he's coming back very, very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be right back. Just oh, of course, people can't hear me in the Dota client. But if you're watching on Twitch, are we streaming this? I'm assuming
we are. We are streaming this, yes.
Then I will be right back on there, and you can brag to all your Dota friends that you heard me mess up and say, "Oh, damn it!" But I'm back now.
Yeah, he for everyone that's actually in the Dota client, basically he was saying that he's going to be back very, very soon. It was basically his Dota crash, and he curses you for not watching us on Twitch and instead using the client with its HD and its better voice and its much better frame rate. So we curse you. We curse you
Yeah.
for using the
better
better option. Yep.
But yeah, maybe that'll be fixed.
But yeah, China coming back to mid. G-Shock picking up Shadow Strike level 1 against Nightstalker to just keep the harass on as much as possible. But Nightstalker has a much higher nuke. I think Blink was almost certainly the better choice regardless. I mean, Shadow Strike makes sense that you would want to pick it up early to just try and keep Nightstalker pinned back, who's actually had to pick up a stout shield, to stop the harass. So G-Shock is going to be getting that bottle a lot earlier than Nightstalker, and we can see that G-Shock really starting to put the pressure on Nightstalker now. Actually, now it's level 2, has picked up the blink, but Inferno taking an awful lot of damage. This is what we were talking about. Inferno is going to have a horrendous early game against Queen of Pain in mid. I mean, Nightstalker just cannot keep up with Queen of Pain whatsoever, and I still don't think Vague is back, or is he?
I am indeed. Again, as I was completely right in guessing, I do love enemy intelligence, and they are running Windrunner on the off lane with Alchemist, of course, as the hard carry, because what other option did they have with Ancient Apparition as a support? And against a solo Magnus, you've got to give it. Well, obviously, it's always a try off lane. Stupid comment, but you have to give it to the tri lane versus one hero. But as for Raven on the off lane, you know, Windrunner is an incredible hero. She has the ability to use her Windrun to not only just kind of get all the last hits and be able to run away after it, but to actually harass everyone and just get away with it. It's so difficult to stop her, and the Windrun just allows her to avoid all things like Lena stuns, and they're going to desperately need Phantom Lancer to get the Spirit Lance enough to still get a heck of a hard skill shot for Lena's W to even get her.
Yeah, and we can still see Inferno just on not a lot of HP whatsoever. If G-Shock wanted to dive, then I think Inferno would have actually dropped. He didn't have a lot of HP. He's now actually potted up, so he's got a lot more now. But I think they really do have to try and help this Nightstalker out, because he's getting absolutely destroyed in mid so far. But G-Shock actually not doing as well as you would expect. 9 and 13. 9 and 10 and 3, sorry. And look at Alchemist. Look at his farm. Like, so far, 14 and 9.
Yeah, absolutely. Alchemist farming is a nightmare for Replica. They cannot let him do it, because if he guarantees last hits, then Goblin's Greed, he's going to beat every single one of their carries for farm. It doesn't matter. He can put a Look at this. It looks like Hades is going to fall. There goes the stun. Everything is going on, and easily Rubik gets the last hit.
Yep, Ruby gets first blood. That's gonna help him out an awful lot, actually, to get those quick arcanes. He's now sat on 600 gold, and look at how much of a net worth Alchemist has got compared to everyone on Replica. He's 400 ahead of Phantom Lancer already.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just going to give him such an advantage if he can continually provide to Alchemist. Alchemist can keep on spamming this W. They can keep on going with the ganks, because everyone can continue to have mana pool. But wow, Nightstalker turning it around. I didn't think he would manage it. I saw the fight going on in mid, but no, he manages to actually get the kill on Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain, what are you doing over there, managing to let that Nightstalker beat you?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but Queen of Pain got dropped by Nightstalker, and that's going to help Inferno, obviously, an awful lot. But something else we have to point out is that Majo is about 2 last hits away from a Hand of Midas. So he's going to have a 4-minute Hand of Midas. He's only 40 gold away. That's absolutely insane amounts of farm, and I can't see... He has his Hand of Midas now. He already has his Midas.
You've got to call that. If you actually try and do the ever try and carry, that's actually sickening.
Oh, back in mid.
How good he's doing.
Oh, sorry, back in mid, it looked like Night Stalker was going to try a silence on G-Shock and then go for the kill, but he didn't pop the silence. I'm not entirely sure why not. He had a regen, so he could have just done it and then tried a kill, and if not, then just regen back up anyway, which he's going to do as soon as that Shadow Strike runs out. But, yeah, Night Stalker now looking like he's actually starting to dominate the Queen of Pain. He's over a level ahead, and he's starting to catch up in farm, and that's exactly what he needs to do.
Well, he is. Now he's at a point where he doesn't need to kill Queen of Pain. If he does, it's a nice luxury, but he doesn't have to at all. Queen of Pain is now being pushed back just by his Void. It does a heck of a lot of damage, no matter if it's day or night. 255 at this level. And why have I just tabbed out randomly? You are kidding me.
I'm not entirely sure, but back in
Looks like
mid, Inferno tries Replica, doesn't bottle up. The creeps are attacking him, couldn't manage to. If he'd bottled up, that was a sure kill, because he could have voided him one more time, and that was death. But unfortunate that the creeps started to follow him and were attacking him pretty much the entire time. He couldn't use his bottle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, absolutely sorry about that, because it completely ruined all the flow. Freaking DelotA's acting up like crazy for me. But if we look down at the bot lane, because we haven't talked about this yet, we see that Macrobresik, that is a nightmare to pronounce, Macrobresik, I'm just going to call him Macca, has also not actually gone for any kind of Hand of Midas. He looks like he's going a bit more for a mid game, and he's picked up a Soul Ring. So we're going to see him be harassing a lot more, and that's quite a big deal. I mean, they may be trying to get a lot more kills on Raven. I don't know if they'll be able to manage it, because even if they do try it, Windrun is a saving grace on so many levels. But let's look back in mid, because we can see VSP and Herapeta both kind of hanging around. It looks like they wanted to go for a gank on Queen of Pain, but G-Shock. Yeah, absolutely. Inferno, it's now nighttime. Inferno has an Invis rune, and G-Shock is just on her own. This is death if he goes for it. Is he going to? It's a bit too risky with the trial in there. Surely he's not going to do it, although he has the potential to just 3-on-1 if he really wants to. Everyone's under the tower. This is his chance. He pops his mana void, doesn't even need to use his silence. He's now used his silence on Lina. Lina is definitely dead, because there's no way she can escape from this. Surely G-Shock actually manages to kill the Windrunner, although nearly falls for it, just manages to escape the tower, and Night Stalker picks off the kill. Now Night Stalker senses blood, wants to go for G-Shock. Is he going to be able to do it? He has his silence. Is he going to get enough range? Is Queen of Pain just going to blink away because she can? This is playing it very risky for G-Shock. Why isn't she going? There we go. Almost antagonizing Inferno a little bit there.
Inferno still chasing. Inferno wants to go for it even more. Is he going to pop the silence? No, he didn't actually silence the Shadow Demon, which is surprised, but Helter around the back. They're surely going to get the kill. As just VSP around the back. Helter playing something completely different this game. Did play Ruben last game, and look at that trap they set for the Shadow Demon. They got on either side of the trees. They knew where he was, and they literally just blocked him in. Brought up on Inferno, and this Night Stalker 5-0 after 7 minutes, whilst Alchemist 3 farms, already has a Perseverance, going to be looking to get that very, very early Battle Fury, and he's going to have it. He's going to have it before 10 minutes if this carries on.
Absolutely, and let's remember that all happened. The Alchemist, the Night Stalker happened versus a Queen of Pain, someone who's definitely the strongest mid. But now Queen of Pain spotted up top. Hades is getting up in Major's face. Is he going to go for it? There goes a Shockwave. He's not got anything else. He's only level 3. This is very stupid of him. If anything, it's definitely going to guarantee his death. There goes the Queen of Pain ulti. Is she going to be able to pick off Major? No, she's turned around. She's running. Oh, there we go. The Scream just manages to pick off. Scream of Pain picks off the Alchemist, and now the Ancient Apparition, and now it looks like she's going to pick off Alchemist as well. But here comes a port. In comes Night Stalker with the silence and the void, and Lina stun misses. Nothing happened there from Lina. Complete miss. Inferno manages to pick off Queen of Pain, and now she's going to kill Lina as well. What can Lina do? She hits the stun, but everyone's here. Cold Feet is around, and Ancient Apparition gets the last hit on Lina. And enemy intelligence dominating this early game.
Yeah, they're really playing exceptionally well, and Majo nearly has his broadsword for his if he wants to go Battle Fury, which he almost certainly is going to, because look how much they've stacked this camp. There's got to be like 5 or 6 stacks in this camp alone, and once Alchemist has Battle Fury, that's like 400 gold just waiting for him.
Well, he just doesn't stop. I don't think it matters if he's in the lane or if he's in the jungle. Let's not forget, every creep he kills, he gets that 36 bonus gold. But it looks like they're going to kill Hades again. That wombo combo, far too strong. Majo and Inferno together, just causing havoc. Replica cannot deal with it. This is the beauty of an early game at early game Night Stalker at night. He's impossible to beat, or almost impossible to beat. It's really giving Replica a nightmare. If we look, Raven even managing to keep Maka back. This Phantom Lancer not having the best time. If you look at his farm, he's not done that well. Look at net worth. He is absolutely miles behind the Alchemist, at only 3k, while Alchemist is at 6. So he's just completely getting far behind in comparison, and he'll be able to put up a good mid game, but at this rate Alchemist's late game will appear by 20 minutes.
Well, I think another problem is he's actually looking to pick up his nice shackle shot from Raven, actually catches him out. There's the silence and a very easy kill. Windrunner's power shot going straight through, gets it. And I was going to say, before that happened, the Phantom Lancer picking up Gloves of Haste looked like he was going to go for Midas, but that's not going to work. Way could get caught out. Another amazing power shot from Raven. Latches the Shadow Demon to the creep. Inferno goes under the tower. Is almost certainly going to be killing the Lina unless some really nice jukes, actually very nice jukes by the Lina, to be able to escape that. Night Stalker's still searching. Now Night Stalker finds her. Way goes down. Up on the other side, it looks like G-Shock wants Windrunner, wants to get the kill. She's going to be getting Windrunner. Gets the double kill with the haste and backs off. Inferno, though, still looking to try and get the kill, maybe, because G-Shock's haste is about to run out. And I think Inferno realizes this, and if he can get the silence off, that's a very easy kill. There's the void. There's the silence. Here he goes. She's got nowhere to go. Oh, she tries to run in. It looked like she was actually going to get trapped. Inferno still chasing. One more void will get the kill. Here it is. Is it going to happen? Maybe not. The stun from Lina, and they're going to try and turn it around. Lina doesn't have ulti. Only level 4. Is she going to die to the urn? Yes, she is, almost certainly. And there she goes.
Absolutely insane play from Inferno. 10-0 at 11 minutes, and he hasn't died. He just hasn't died once against a Queen of Pain. Incredible skill to be able to survive that. Absolutely incredible.
Well, Battle Fury has been up on Alchemist for about a minute now, so he got his 10-minute Battle Fury, and that's just absolutely ridiculous, completely ridiculous. He just destroyed this camp, and he's managed to get his boots plus an extra 500 gold on top of that.
Well, this is just insane, and this is the beauty of Alchemist. He is going to be able to have everything. By 30 minutes, he will be so farmed it would be like a normal player has been playing for an hour. This is how incredible Majo, or much loved by us as the name Moon, already is just so good at farming. I've lost the ability to make anything
coherent.
Coherent and fluent, exactly. But now they go on G-Shock. Are they going to pull off anything here? No, G-Shock blinks away, but it looks like he's abandoned that Fever Club, yes. Now G-Shock is actually going to be taken down by Inferno, surely. Yes, she gets the kill, and he has backup from the 3 people as well. And Mago's just going to actually fall to his own unstable concoction. I'm sure he had a plan for that, just didn't get the chance to throw it off.
Yeah, of course he had a plan. He always has a plan. That wasn't intentional whatsoever. He was maybe trying to deny himself if Queen of Pain got him low. I don't know. We'll blag it. We'll call it that. But he's already sat on 1.6k of gold on top of the boots. He is farming like an absolute madman. He's nearly got 9k net worth, 8.7k net worth after 13 minutes. His gold per minute must be insane. It's 620 after 13 minutes.
Well, a lot of people don't like us focusing too much on the carries, but you have to say this Alchemist is definitely the point of focus here. But now, Inferno goes again. Replica gets off the unstable concoction, but Magnus reverse polarity. Can they kill Inferno? It looks like Inferno's stuck, actually caught up on Majo. He can't escape this, surely. There goes a shockwave. Actually, Queen of Pain gets the screen first, and Majo's in trouble now, or is he? Magnus gets hit by his own shockwave, a cruel kind of fate. And there goes the Unstable Concoction on G-Shock. Are they going to be able to kill him? VSP just completely going for it. Shockwave again. Is he going to be able to do this? Surely not. No, he's going to fall. But why isn't Major helping out here? Pops his ulti. He's going to definitely kill G-Shock. And there goes the Unstable Concoction to kill it. And he will just carry on farming because he's already got his boots of bloody travel through all of that.
He's got boots of travel now on top, so he's going to just be farming around the map constantly. He really just wants to go for the most farm that he can get at this early stage. He doesn't care that his team's doing well. He's Alchemist. He's just going to keep farming.
Absolutely, and that's the only hero that you can absolutely say, yep, fine, keep on going because you're going to win the game by yourself, even if this went horribly wrong in 10 minutes. Look at Raven. She's going to take bottom with Hera Poltasari, which is an awesome name, by the way, Hera Poltasari, if you hear this. But Raven gets the last hit. She's got her phase boots and her Ring of Basilius. We could see another Raven with a Dagon, because how cool is Windrunner the Dagon? Dagon is definitely the best item in the game. A lot of people disagree, but you know, definitely the best item. So good. And Macabres are just kind of coming in, hoping to do something here, but what can it do? Nightstalker purchase a Vanguard, so he's going to be a little bit more tanky and even more of a nightmare, but it is daytime, so it has to be careful. But look at that! The ultimate plus Windrunner with the power shots is insane, but now G-Shock comes in. There goes the cold feet. Are they going to be able to do anything? Here comes Inferno and VSP. G-Shock is definitely dead. Can't get even kill enough Hera Poltasari. Shouldn't come in whenever Inferno's not about because it's nighttime, made by Nightstalker. It's just so scary for all of Replica. 6-22. Yeah. They're really big, having just everything handed to them. And if we look at the difference in XP and now as it's 15 minutes in, plus 12,000 for enemy intelligence, and for gold plus 14,000. You've got to put that down to the insane farm of Alchemist at 12k net worth already, and they cannot stop him.
Yeah, he's got Maelstrom now as well, so just absolutely insane amounts of farm. But what I was going to say, very nice play by Hera and Raven. Raven especially, actually, in that fight. We saw the Queen of Pain. One screen from the Queen of Pain would have got the kill on the Windrunner. And Windrunner pops the Windrunner, runs one way around the trees, and then immediately changes, goes the other way, and completely jukes the Blink. And Queen of Pain did have no idea where Raven was going to go. And now Magnus goes in. RP only catches Inferno, but round the back, Windrunner just trying to shackle, actually misses. The silence gets popped by Inferno. Maybe that down goes the Shadow Demon. In comes the AAO, catches them all. Apart from G-Shock, actually manages to get away. Pops the wand, trying to survive, but the Rubik gets the kill. Plus the no, 6 HP, but the Rubik gets her with the Fade Bolt.
Absolutely insane, and now Bracabres is going to fall as well. Is he going to be able to take VSP in the process? Yes, he does, but the power shot hits insane by Raven. And now Majo has to waste his Unstable Concoction. Is there anything they can do to catch this? The urn is on him, but surely he's going to be able to survive this. Is the other pros going to be enough? No, he's got Tranquil Boots. He's going to be able to get away on this insanely, or is he? Because it looks like he's in trouble, and the power shot's coming. That's sick. Oh, it kills the illusion instead.
The power shot so close. He used Doppelwalk at literally the perfect time, I think, then to try and evade that power shot, and nobody gets the kill. But Mjolnir, nearly bought by Majo, has the recipe. Going to be Boots of Traveling back up to top to continue farming, and only 1,000 off of the I can't remember what it's called. The last piece of Mjolnir. Hyperstone.
And weirdly enough, that PL to try and counter this picks up a Hand of Midas. Far too late for a Hand of Midas to really be picked up. It will not be cost effective considering how fast Alchemist is farming. They need to go for the mid game. A Hand of Midas is just not a great pickup against Alchemist because he's always going to win in the late game, especially when it's farming like this. But they're going on Macabres, are they? No. I was completely confused by a ping. Forgive me. Inferno is around. He can't do anything until night comes. It looks like they're just going to let Alchemist farm. Although Queen of Pain is going to try and catch him. I doubt she's going to be able to do anything of the sort. She's just going to have to push back the wave.
And she's only got boots, but you look at Hades, and he's just suffered so much in this game. Arcanes and Soul Ring after 18 minutes on Magnus, only level 8, and that's really just not at all what you want from Magnus. And you can see, we've seen recently why he's just faded away. He's just not being particularly effective at all right now in this meta. And Ian Tell went for a very early aggressive sort of team, and it's worked out perfectly. And you got to say, maybe they're actually starting to counter pick the meta slightly, especially with this.
Well, let's look at bottom.
Especially with this Night Stalker, I was about to say, who's absolutely dominating.
Yeah, Night Stalker just using his classic Void and Silence just to completely kill Lena as she was just trying to desperately port away. But as we were saying, Magnus absolutely being shut down now. I mean, it's countered not just by the insane Queen of Pain or by Batrider, but by Invoker as well. And it really is costing a lot. But G-Shock's coming in around the back. Is this dangerous? Surely it is. Tries to kill Herapeltasari, but he's not got any help. Macabrest now coming in on 150 health. What is this madness? Very, very dangerous from him. And now they're all just kind of hanging around. They obviously want Alchemist Blood, but how are they going to catch him when he's so much higher farm than any of them are? He's got his Mjolnir now. He's got a Battle Fury. He's got Boots of Travel. And he's got a bloody Hand of Midas. He cannot be stopped. Surely the next item you expect to go from him is something like a Skull Basher or even an Assault Cuirass, so that he can just kill everything.
Yeah, he has 168 last hits. He's sat on Mjolnir, Boots of Travel, Battle Fury, and Midas after 20 minutes, and his net worth is 16k.
Yeah, his net worth. I mean, we'll stop focusing so much. We'll just wait. He's actually going to pick up a Shadow Blade, so he's going to be the scariest person on the map. Forget Inferno. We've got a new person coming into town trying to rule the day, while Night Stalker is having a rest. And G-Shock trying the best she can, but is that ult gonna hit? No, she blinks away, misses. Herapeltasari is surely gonna fall, but no, or is he? Yes, he definitely is. Raven trying to come in, perfect shackle shot, but actually not perfect because it doesn't manage to hit the tree. Is he gonna fall? Is G-Shock gonna be? He's in so much danger. VSP coming around, steals the Scream. Rubik has the Scream, insane. And look at that, takes him down along with the Fade Bolt, and Raven's power shot means that Queen of Pain just falls.
Yeah, Sonic Wave picked up by VSP. Very nice steal and very nice play as well, managing to get the kill on the Queen of Pain. The Raven spotted out very nicely with the power shot. And looking back in mid, Inferno